we are preparing the land, and probably maybe we should be able to put some of the crops on the ground very soon. Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. As you can see behind me, there's a tractor which is preparing the land for crops. Despite all the setbacks that I think we've suffered here on this farm, but there's finally some hope that we are still making some progress, and there's a lot of work that's going on. I would simply say, if any of you guys are just beginning to start on your journey to building a farm that's going to make a bit of money, or that's going to replace your income, I want you to understand that part of the process is experiencing setbacks, but also bouncing back from that, and bouncing back with a bang. And I think that's exactly what is happening here. This area is a virgin land. Crops have never been planted on this area, but there is a great deal of progress that's going on, and finally there's about 40 acres which is being plowed and being prepared so that we can put crops. That's on top of the 88 acres that we've been talking about. And I think that's a huge testimony to the fact that I think when you are running a business like we are doing at the moment, you really have to be resilient, and I think resilience is key here. So I'm excited. I just wanted to quickly share with you guys that we finally started making a bit of progress. There's a lot of obstacles to overcome, but it's something that I think we just have to live with it, and get on with the work, and not let little setbacks distract us from the main thing. The big picture here is to make sure that by the end of the year, early next year, we should be as profitable as we can be. And the only way to be able to do that is to make sure that we put crops on the ground and we look after them. And we can't put the crops on the ground unless, you know, what is happening behind me, the tractor and people who are working here with me, we have to go through that. We have to make sure that we are doing what we are supposed to be doing on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. You know, part of the experience in starting and building a business from scratch is solving problems that I think probably maybe in my entire life I haven't been able to solve those problems. And this is not unique to the business that I think we are running here. I think it's just the nature of doing business. When you're doing business, I think even if you're working in an organization, I've worked for big corporations, including Walmart, Asda. In UK, they are called Asda. I've worked for Amazon. I've worked for Toyota, and I've worked for NatWest, one of the big banks in UK. These companies, they are in business simply because they solve problems. And it's very naive of me to think that if I started a business, I won't be, countering problems. Part of staying in business and part of being a business is actually solving problems. And those are problems of your own, but also problems of other businesses, including problems that are your employees, or if you're building a team, part of that is solving those problems. Those who are not willing to solve problems are those who want to be able to sort of like get on this entrepreneurial journey and have that experience where you're going through some of these things and stuff like that. So that's one of the things that I think I'm quickly realizing, that if you don't have a thick skin for challenges in your journey as you're building your business, you're not going to get anywhere. This is why some people they start a business and they quickly give up. It doesn't matter whether you're creating content on YouTube, whether you are building a farm, you're keeping chickens and stuff like that. You're gonna wake up one morning and find maybe half of your chickens are dead, we've had such experiences. We've had a horrible experience in in the past few weeks when our feedstock for both for chickens, for quails, for pigs, it was stolen. We had a challenge, but we're still weathering that, and we are still functioning. We are still here. So that's one of the things that I think it makes us sort of like develop a thick skin about stuff that we do. And the other thing that I also wanted to point out to you guys that in each and every business, there's always going to be what we call big ticket items. And for us to have a tractor on the premises, uh, tilling, tilling the ground so that we can plant the crops, you know, those are what we call big ticket items. And for you to be able to sort of like do this and get on the other side, especially in a developing country like Malawi, where I'm building this farm, it's not an easy challenge for you to be able to do things like those. So it's exciting for me when we have days like these where we didn't think that it would be possible for us to be able to do that, but here we are, and we're doing that, and we know that by the time the rain comes, by the time when we are able to lay the pipes on the ground, so that we can start putting crops on the ground and start watering them, we are ready. So that's one thing that I think is very exciting, not only for me but also for the team here.